kabayan, this is Sally, and today I would like to share with you guys how to renew your passport during this pandemic time here in the Philippines. So, if you are thinking to renew your passport like really soon, well, this video is definitely for you. So watch this video from the beginning until the end, and I promise you will never go wrong. So, without so much ado, let's start from the very beginning. So, what should you do first? Well, you need to make an appointment online with the DFA or the Department of Foreign Affairs. What? Is that even easy or hard? It's actually very easy. All you have to have is the right website of the DFA, which is www.passport.gov.ph/appointment. Alright, so as easy as that. Well, by not finding the right website, you might end up finding a fixer. And I made that mistake. Hope you're not going to find fixers too. Okay, so when you open the website, you're going to see this. The Department of Foreign Affairs. This is the thing you will see exactly. I'd like you to go down and don't forget to tick the terms and conditions. And then below that, you would see Start Individual Appointment and Start Group Appointment buttons. Please click Start Individual Appointment to move to the next step. Alright, so you would see this now. Now, of course, we are from Asia Pacific, from the Philippines. This time, we are at the site location. We're going to pick the the DFA location closest to our area. So if you tick this thing, you would see all these things. So it's up to you. If you're close to Bacolod, Baguio, something like that, Davao, Dumaguete, it's up to you. But for me, since I am from the Cordilleras, it's likely that I am going to choose Baguio City. There, Baguio City. So I can tick this. Alright, so after taking that one, I can click the next now. Okay, and seems like, seems like it's most of the dates are fully booked and it's hard for me to get an appointment here. Move forward, please. Fully booked again. Fully booked again. Since they're fully booked and my passport is going to expire really soon, I cannot wait for this. I have to look for an alternative. Alright, so what am I going to do? I'll choose another city or another place. And since I'm also very close to Isabela, why not just pick Santiago, Isabela? There, Santiago, Isabela. Still fully booked, red colors, and then there. Okay, so we have here an available slot here. So let's just say you pick August the 2nd. August the 2nd. Okay, so after picking the date, you can also pick the time. So, whoa, I'm so glad we still have an available one here. It's so hard to book appointments this time. So, if you are seeing this one now, you better do it like right now. Okay, click this thing and then please click next as well. Alright, so after here, you need to fill up all these things. You need to fill up all this personal information. We have phone number, mobile number, email address, and then the last name, given name, middle name, date of birth, gender, civil status, your birth legitimacy, country of birth, province, city, municipality, something like that, and so on and so forth. Alright, so I just have to fill this up first. So after filling up the personal information, click next and you would see this. You would see the family information. You'll be filling in the names, information about your parents, your mom, and your dad. We're done with the family information and now we're here with the application information. So here it is. Okay, this is renewal. If you want to renew your passport, okay, you type the old passport here, the date of issue, the issuing authority, and of course the basis of Philippine citizenship. Is it birth, of course. Foreign passport holder, no. Emergency contact person, it could be anybody. Could be your sister, somebody very important to your life, and the contact number. Not only that, the contact information too. So you gotta write your complete address here, your city, the province, occupation, office number if you are working, the office address if you are working. Alright, and of course after that, click next. So, After filling all the blanks with the right information, you're going to get this one. So you had the chance to choose your processing type. Quite easy, right? So if you want the regular processing, that's like about 12 working days of all consular offices. It means to say if you have time to wait, then why not do this one? And it's a lot cheaper. It's just 950 pesos. But if you cannot wait, if you're like rushing, then why not take the express processing? It's a little bit more expensive because you need to pay 1,200, but it's faster. Instead of 12 working days, you can only have it after 6 or 7 working days. So you see that? But for me, I chose the express processing. And not only that, please choose a payment method. So if you want to use your card, you can use your credit and debit card. But if you do want to pay over the counter or from the buy center, so you could do that. But for me, I chose over the counter. See that, especially if you don't want to give information about your card. And if you choose that one, you will see this one, the summary of the amount of money that you're going to pay. Check this out. Okay, and look what's going to happen if you click Pay Now. If you click Pay Now, you would see this one, Payment Confirmation. It doesn't mean to say that your appointment is already confirmed. Not yet, because you haven't paid yet. So what should you do? Well, your fees must be settled within 24 hours upon receipt of the reference number. Processing fee is not refundable and not transferable. So you gotta remember that one. Applicants are advised to appear on their scheduled appointment with complete requirements of risk forfeiting payments. So make sure that you are really going there with the date that you want, the time that you want. And applicants availing of courier service shall submit their current passport for cancellation during their appointment. So I'm going to explain that one later. So please tick I agree and then proceed to payment. And then, ta-da! All right, so take a look at this one. So it says here, 50 pesos convenience fee will be added. Please settle over-the-counter payments within 24 hours. Your bank may not be available on weekends and weekdays, weekends, and holidays. So you have these guidelines over here. Check this out. So where are you supposed to pay? So follow these guidelines over here. You can pay cash at buy centers, branches, authorized partners, Robinsons malls, supermarkets, LBC, ABs, Perahub, UC, USSC, True Money, okay, etc., etc., etc. So you just have to follow these guidelines, and I thought you will never go wrong. And then, tan-ta-da-dan, this the mode of payment is requesting for. So you see that? So instead of just paying 1,200, you're going to pay 1,250 in all. So are you going to proceed? Would you like to proceed? Then click proceed. All right. So yeah, after that, you're going to receive an email coming from the DFA, and you're going to receive the shall I say, the reference number. You'll be needing the reference number when you pay through the Bayad Center. So, but for me, I went to the USSC and paid there, and they gave me this little piece of paper, and I wrote DFA. That's going to be the receiver, not someone else's name. Okay? If it is someone else's name, then that could be a fixer. All right? So after that, you write the reference number because they'll be needing that, and the purpose, which is the passport renewal. And after paying, in few minutes, you're going to receive another email from the DFA. And they just sent you the, what's that again? The appointment confirmation. That is really confirmed. You're really going there on that date at that time. And not only that, they also sent you the email receipts, the guidelines, and the application forms. So upon receiving those, make sure you print them immediately and photocopy your passport as well. Make sure you get your passport, put them in an envelope, and just be ready. Okay? And yeah, if you could photocopy some of your government IDs, they might be needing those as well. So just be ready with those things and just wait for that. But since it is pandemic, what I did was, if you are in the city, I think you don't need to get the health what's that again? The health certification. But if you're going to another province, you might be needing a health certification because you will be using that as well as your travel pass. Okay, so that's what I use. Well, I had to go through motorcycles. It's good if you have a car. You can simply go there comfortably, and then there. Yeah, so I went to, how do you call this? Santiago, Isabela. And well, it was really good. I went there on time, at least an hour before. Make sure you go there like really on time and don't be late, and dress well. Don't go there with your shirts, don't go there with your vest or something. Dress well, all right? Just because you're visiting a government office, so make sure you're presentable. Okay, so I went there, security guard came and took all our documents, check our documents if it is right, if we have like some documents missing, or if we need to complete them at once. And then he took them to the office for checking, and then he came back like after 10 to 15 minutes and then gave us a paper and then asked us to go inside. So when we went there, what we did was just to submit we went to this counter and submitted all the documents. After, when everything is complete, well, we proceeded to another window and submitted our e-receipts. Okay, and after doing that also, I went to another window, and that is for them to take our picture for our passport. It was a little bit awful because we were like wearing our mask plus our face shield, and they just asked us to take off those things and just take a picture, smile and take a picture. But anyways, that's just how they do these days. Okay, and after that it's over. It's actually finished. All right, so after all the processing, you're now ready to go home. But before you do that, it's time for you to decide. You decide whether you want to go back after a few days just to claim your new passport, or you simply need the help of the LBC, or you want the LBC to send it to you. Well, for me, I used the LBC. So I just paid $150 for that, so they could send it to me rather than me taking the motorcycle again to get to Santiago. So yeah, after a few days, I waited for that, then went to the office of the LBC, and look what I got. I got this. Tan-ta-da-da. Not bad at all. All right, and when you open that, you'd see this. My passport. My new passport. It's a little bit thicker than the usual, and my. 10 years validity from 2021 to 2031. Well, I am so happy. I am so ready to travel whenever it's possible again. Thank you so much, President Digong, for making it 10 instead of 5 years. It really is helpful to all your OFWs and for everybody. So for anyone who's like wishing to have their own passport too, go for it. I know you can do it. Just follow the steps that I have given you, and I hope you've learned something from it. So if you want to share it to your friends, please feel free to do that. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you learned something, and mabuhay po tayong lahat.